Good evening and welcome to Prime Focus News. I'm Anna Thompson. Tonight we bring you a deeply concerning development from Syria, where one of the deadliest escalations in the conflict has unfolded in recent days. Over 1,000 people have lost their lives, including 745 civilians, in just 2 days of clashes between Syrian security forces and fighters loyal to the former Assad regime. According to reports from the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, many civilians were executed in cold blood. The death toll includes 125 Syrian security personnel and 148 Assad loyalists. The fighting erupted on Thursday in the coastal province of Latakia, a region with deep historical and sectarian complexities. The clashes began when fighters loyal to Bashar al-Assad, who was deposed 3 months ago, ambushed government security forces. The situation quickly escalated, leading to brutal revenge killings. In an effort to crush the rebellion, Syria's transitional government called for reinforcements, bringing thousands of fighters to the battlefield. However, as the government struggles to establish control, undisciplined militias continue to operate, some accused of past human rights violations. Speaking on Sunday, President Ahmad al-Sharaa addressed the nation, emphasizing national unity, urging Syrians to preserve domestic peace, and assuring them that Syria has the resilience to overcome these challenges. But on the ground, fear and chaos continue to grip the people. Now, for more on this unfolding crisis, we turn to our correspondent Raymond Jules, reporting from Syria.
سنبقى نلاحق فلول النظام الساقط من أبى إلا يستمر في غيه وطغيانه ومن ارتكب منهم الجرائم بحق الشعب ومن يسعى منهم إلى تقويض الأمن والسلم الأهلي وسنقدمهم إلى محكمة عادلة وسيحاسب حسابا شديدا كل من يتجاوز على المدنيين العزل ويأخذ أقواما بجريرة أقوام فإن أهلنا في الساحل في مناطق الاشتباك جزء من مسؤوليتنا والواجب علينا حمايتهم وإنقاذهم من شرور عصابات النظام الساقط ورغم ما تعرضنا له من غدر فإن الدولة ستبقى ضامنة للسلم الأهلي.
I am reporting from Latakia, where the aftermath of the recent clashes is still very evident. The streets remain tense, and many families have been left shattered by the brutal violence that unfolded here. According to multiple eyewitnesses, the violence in towns such as Al-Muqtaria and Snowbar was nothing short of a massacre. Survivors have described scenes of executions, looting, and humiliation. One resident told me how an entire family was wiped out, with a 75-year-old father and his 3 sons executed before the family matriarch. Such incidents have left the Alawite community, which was historically linked to the Assad regime, in fear for their survival under the new government. In a particularly gruesome case, videos circulating online appear to show fighters in security uniforms executing civilians at point-blank range, forcing captives to bark like dogs, and subjecting them to extreme humiliation. While we have not independently verified these videos, their sheer brutality has sparked global outrage. The situation in Latakia has deteriorated to such an extent that basic services are collapsing. Power and water supplies have been cut off for over 24 hours, and entire neighborhoods remain paralyzed by fear. Some residents I spoke to described bodies lying uncollected on the streets, a grim reminder of the scale of this crisis. The United Nations envoy for Syria, Geir Peterson, has called for the protection of civilians, while France has strongly condemned the attacks, particularly those targeting people based on their religious identity. There are growing demands for an independent investigation to ensure justice for the victims. However, there are serious concerns about whether the new government is capable of ensuring accountability and preventing further violence. Many analysts warn that without a clear commitment to justice and inclusivity, Syria could spiral into another cycle of sectarian conflict. The world is watching as the transitional government prepares to announce a new leadership this month, a crucial step that could determine whether Syria moves towards stability or deeper division. Back to you, Annie.
Thank you, Raymond, for that harrowing report. The crisis in Syria remains a test for its transitional leadership, and the international community will be watching closely. Prime Focus News will continue to provide updates on this developing story. For now, we conclude tonight's broadcast. Stay informed, stay engaged, And as always, thank you for watching. Good night.